Okay, this is your thought experiment for Friday. I think it's the 20th of February. Anyway, it's good to do thought experiments. I've taught my kids to do this, and it helps them to learn to think out of the box and question everything. If you do this, your kids will be talented and smart. Anyway, that's another video. The thought experiment for today is love of your country. What is it that you love? What is it that you're supposed to love about your country? I consider myself patriotic, but I have to ask myself, what is it that I love about my country? And I think it's really the philosophy that I love, the philosophy of freedom. The fact that we feel that we were all created equal. And of course, this is not just, this philosophy is not just exclusive of America. There are lots of people around the world who thought this before our country was created. And that's kind of where this is leading. I love the people. Well, for the most part, I love the people and the philosophy and our Declaration of Independence and our Constitution. But it's not the dirt that we live on, right? When we say we're fighting for our country, we're really fighting for a philosophy, right? So we could theoretically transplant the people and our Constitution to another planet, and we would still be Americans, right? We wouldn't be North Americans. Well, maybe we wouldn't be Americans because that's the name of the continent, but we would be something. You see what I'm getting at? So what happens is, though, especially, in the past 50 years, socialism, liberalism has creeped in to our country. We've kind of allowed it because we believe in free thought and, free expression. We've allowed it to kind of creep in, and now it has changed a certain percentage of the people in our country. So is our country still the same? And have those people bastardized our Constitution? So is our Constitution still the same? We certainly don't operate, of course we never really operated. The Declaration of Independence was a philosophy that led up to our Constitution. So, but a lot of the concepts that were a part of our Declaration of Independence were not included necessarily. So again, I know I'm kind of rambling, but there's been a lot of stuff in the news lately about who loves, who does and doesn't love their country. Does Obama love his country? I think Obama loves liberalism. I think he loves his philosophy. I don't think he necessarily loves the country, just like I love the philosophy of freedom and individualism. I love our collective, that's a bad word, isn't it? I love the fact that we have this other this sub-philosophy called the states, and so the states are, allow people to live in different regions and have their own little subsets of philosophies, as long as they, as long as they fit within, the law that we've all agreed to. They can have their own sort of little subset of philosophies, right? You got cities and counties, and it's divided up from there, right? Each state can have counties. Those counties can have their little subset of philosophies, as long as what I'm trying to get to is that the reason the reason that some people like me have started not rethinking their love of their country, but thinking about why they love their country, is the thought of why we originally loved our country and what has happened to it. So it's not the dirt we love, or it's not the dirt that I love, although I love the dirt I live on. I love being able to own the dirt that I live on. That's another philosophy that we hold. Ownership of property is part of being free. But like I said, we've allowed socialism and liberalism to creep in, which sort of bastardizes the concept of freedom and ownership and individualism, because now everyone must be equal. Everyone must own the same things and have this, have the same amount of money, and so that takes away incentives, and so that takes away the rugged individualism, and on and on. So yeah, I love my country. I love the original concept. What's happening to my phone? I love the original concept, the original philosophy that was my country. But where has my country gone? I want it back.